defined in the zoning regulations. The Planning Commission will see preliminary and final plats, conditional use permits, development plans, site plans, rezonings, special use permits, and zoning text amendments. If we ever did a comprehensive plan amendment, you would see that too. Didn't see anything in the zoning regulations about that, but state statute dictates that. And then the Board of Zoning Appeals sees variances. There are a few items that are administratively approved that I didn't list on here, but they're pretty minor. And the golden factors are something that, especially in Kansas, since this case really kind of hits home from the City of Overland Park versus Golden. What this lawsuit did was outline what we're calling the golden factors, and what you will see outlined in your staff reports specifically for rezonings, conditional use permits, and special use permits. These are things that the outcome of the court case said need to be considered as part of these type of cases. And these are what we would typically base our findings of fact on for those items. If you're struggling for ways to support or deny a project, going through these and saying, you know, the character of the neighborhood, this proposal does not match it. Some of them are more wishy-washy. That one can be a little wishy-washy, and a project will never meet all of these. And I think from project to project, you almost have to weigh which items are most important at the project. The character of the neighborhood, the zoning and uses of the property nearby. For example, for that, if you have a residential neighborhood and somebody's looking to rezone a part right in the middle of it to a heavy industrial use, well, it probably wouldn't meet that test because it's not real consistent, and it also doesn't match the character of the neighborhood. And we'll go through these questions or statements in the staff reports and answer those questions. They're also supposed to be answered in the application for those different items. The suitability of the subject property for which it has been restricted. Sometimes that one can be a little difficult to answer. You look at things, maybe topography, suitability-wise. It may not be appropriate for residential development because it's in the floodplain, but it could be used for something of a different nature. Extent which the removal of the restrictions will be which will detrimentally affect nearby properties. Will removing those limitations on that property cause nearby properties to, you know, have a lot more vibration, have a lot more traffic, things like that. The length of the time the subject property has remained vacant as zoned, it's pretty straightforward. The gain to the public by the possible dominion and value of the developer's property as compared to the hardship imposed on the individual landowners. That one you kind of have to think about a little bit. Really, it's the gain to the public versus what the developer would lose if you denied it. The recommendation of the professional planning staff. Again, we are your staff. We are doing our report and giving you the analysis based on the regulations that we have in place. We are here to support you in your decision and to give you all those answers. That way you don't have to take the application, look through the zoning ordinance, we're doing that analysis for you. And then conformance of the requested change with the city's master comprehensive plan. In Kansas, the comprehensive plan is a guide. Most places leave it at that. There are some communities that that require rezonings or special use permits to be consistent with the comprehensive plan, and that is not the case here. So take it as one of the factors in the consideration of the project. And that was the end of my Planning 101. If anybody had any questions.
I think we're good. Thank you. That was the last item on the agenda this evening. We don't have any other items to discuss. Would anyone like to call for a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Motion, Oh, I have to call for a vote. How do I call for a vote? Do I just say, let's vote on it?
Say all in favor.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We need to fill these out, you guys.
Oh.
Yes.
Meeting adjourned. There.
Okay,
Wow.
you're supposed to restate the,
Oh, I know. I'm gonna have to
that's what I
study.
remember.
Adriana, you're doing really,
Yeah, fine.
Are you
you're
serious?
doing really good. This is like so much stuff. I mean, I wouldn't,
I think he did better on
I'd
the
be-
phone, honestly.
I'm gonna have a hard time like directing all my questions through you. That'll be the.
I'm sure in a couple months it'll be the truth.
Madam
Yeah.
Chair.
Oh, please, no.
Thanks for suffering through
You are doing
I need to
really good.
sign it
I
in front of you or
mean,
whatever.
I don't want to do it. I mean, I'd be good, you know.
Watch me, I didn't know you could be
A
waiting.
couple meetings.
Do I
ago,
check?
I can make sure
Which one did we receive?
Yeah, I know it's hard for you
Top
to
three.
see that right now, but it's gonna roll off your tongue.
Well, that's what
Really
I kept
is.
telling myself.
November
24th.
So I used to wake up at 4 a.m. this morning and I kicked it back.
That is so bad.
Yeah, I just didn't know.
Something I had plenty of caffeine and now I'm like.
Thank you. Who knows, might have an application by then.
So, we check off all these
We're
boxes?
checking.
Yeah.
The top three?
Oh.
The one thing I think is also.
You overachiever.
Which, we're supposed to check.
Someone
something,
asked.
I thought we did talk about public education.
Well, this
Someone
is,
I see, okay. And
that was really good,
Nothing
guys.
in the zoning ordinance that says.
Yeah, that was,
really helpful.
yeah, it really was, thanks.
And if you guys ever have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us.
I look at that, and I
These
never had.
books were awesome. I mean, I've been on the commission for like 5 years now, and I've
But I
never
was
had
thinking,
anything like
and I
that.
think what I would hope.
A guide like that. I just sat here.
Oh,
No,
these
they're
are
not allowed to-
wonderful.
Is that the right one?
Never, I mean, it'll be.
Agricultural animal.
Oh, was it?
Someone has to make it.
I heard that name in there, so.
Make that
Yeah.
decision.
Really good.
I said, well, it doesn't say that here. It's
Oh.
right, it doesn't.
it's even more difficult when your first meeting's over the phone.
I know.
You can't hear what's going on.
You can file it.
I can hear everything.
I can hear everything.
Once we started.
You don't.
Yeah, when everybody was talking, it's like, I
Decision.
was like, I
Now, they're
hope.
gonna about it before you.
Take care.
All right.
See you later. Yeah, but once everyone got
So,
going, it
that's,
was
that's another possibility.
Yeah, I've read
I think I lost
I don't think we're committed about it.
you did a really good job.
But that's just.
just those first three.
Yes, sir. The code does not answer all the questions.
Michelle? And that's where we're going to do.
If someone wants to appeal a decision that's made or interpretation, thank you, Ray. Any questions? Sure. I don't know. Better for,
It's better to ask.
Okay.
They mentioned, don't conduct planning commission.
Yeah, well,
We'll try to keep
Yeah.
Good to meet you. You too.
I think as long as you have a separate.
Oh, okay. Then I can